guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing an oil change on my 2020 Toyota Tundra. It's got the 5.7 liter V8. Takes about 8.5 quarts, so you're gonna need two of these jugs, 2 of the 5-quart jugs, or another amount of oil, whether you get like the big box of it, and then an oil filter as well. So you'll want to start off down below. And you're going to want to remove this cover that I'm tapping on right here. So I'm using a 13 millimeter socket and then a screwdriver to get all these parts off. So I'll put you guys on a time lapse while I take this cover off. Alright, so here's that cover. Basically you get those 3 bolts off in the back, the 3 screws and the 2 bolts off in the front. And then it has these hooks on it, so you kind of slide it up and over so that the back will fall down, but the front has the hooks on it, so you have to lift it up to get it off. Next we can drain our oil. I recommend leaving the oil cap on because that way it'll drain out slower and it won't splash all over your floor. So let's come under here. I already got my oil tank positioned, or my catch basin. You're going to want a breaker bar with a 14 millimeter on it, kind of similar to this, because sometimes these oil plugs are hard to get off. So we'll climb under here, and that oil pan is kind of tucked in there. You can see if I get to focus. That's where we're trying to get, right there to that bolt. It's basically kind of behind this control arm here. And just make sure your catch basin is positioned appropriately. In the splash zone. So got it on there. Not a lot of room here. You may have to sort of. There it goes. Starting to loosen up. I may switch to a shorter wrench, but there it goes. So it's definitely loose. Should start coming out here soon. And there it goes. It's got a little bit of oil on my hand. We're just going to drain that out. And I'll get back to you guys once it's done draining. Alright, we're done draining. So now we're going to take the old crush washer off our drain plug. Sometimes you get stuck on the oil pan, so make sure to take that off. Get a fresh one. We're going to put a little bit of oil on it so that it sticks. And then we can screw back on our drain plug. A little bit of oil out of my pan here. Got it oiled up. Put it on my plug. You can just screw it back on here. Still got a little drizzle of oil coming down. And then we can move on to our filter. And I like to just snug this up with a wrench. Doesn't have to be super tight. Don't want to over torque this. Just hand tighten it. Or just, not hand tighten, but tight enough to where it's hard to get the wrench to go any harder, any tighter. Yeah, that's perfect. So I just go by feel. Tight, but not too tight. Next, we'll move on to our filter. All right, so in our filter box should be one of these tools, which you can plug into the bottom of our filter housing so that we can drain the oil from it. So you'll get you guys positioned here. There it is up there. There's our filter housing up there. I'll take a wrench with a 1/2 inch extension on it. Take off this bottom piece, which I already cracked loose before I started filming. A little bit of oil will come out. There's a little gasket there you're going to have to replace. Then we're going to crack this thing into it. And a lot of oil will come out. This is always kind of difficult. So I get it just barely, so it's supposed to make it less messy, but I don't think it really works that well. There it goes. So got a good amount of oil on myself there. We're gonna let this drain, and then we'll take off the rest of the filter housing. All right, so now we can take this off. We can get our oil wrench tool, which is this right here. Basically, just got to get it to fit on there. Turn it. Probably should be using my longer wrench for this, but it is turning. A lot of times I'll put a link on Amazon where you can find one of these oil wrench tools. They work for pretty much almost all Toyotas, I think. I have this specific oil casing because I have a 2011 Corolla that takes a similar. All right, now it's coming out easier. And then once we get this off, we just replace the inner kind of filter medium, and we replace our seals. Looks like we almost got it here. Again, a bunch of oil is going to come out. Oh, not that much. Okay. So let that kind of drain out. You can just take this off. And the seal we're going to be replacing is right here. So take off your old seal. You use a pick or just your fingers. Then you should have a little baggie that came with your filters. There's a seal for that bottom piece as well as the top seal here. Take a little bit of oil. Just kind of rub this around in your pan here. Make sure you get it nice and oiled up. And then you just make sure you get it in this little groove here at the bottom. Try not to tear it or mess it up. Nice new gasket /seal there. And then we can just start screwing this back in. Alright, then we place our filter housing back in. Now we just got to screw it in. And it shouldn't take too many turns. Can't find my other wrench, so I'm using my backup wrench at the moment here. Looks like it fell off a little prematurely. That'll happen. Get this tightened up all the way. Don't need to over tighten it, but I think we got it pretty tight there. Let me just snug it up one more time. And now we can go to the top of the car and fill it up with oil. Then this bottom piece, just get your new seal. Again, put oil on it. Get your cap. The seal kind of just fits up here in a little groove around this little tube. And then you simply screw your cap back on. Get my wrench, tighten her up. One more time, just a little tighter. Should be good. All right, so now we can fill it up with oil. So let's go to the top of the vehicle. All right, so now we just got to put in 8.5 quarts of oil. So we're going to put in our first 5 quarts here, full synthetic 0W20. Kind of a pro tip is to pour it from the side. That way it won't kind of gush all over the place. And use a nice clean funnel. It looks like I'm losing a little bit from the bottom of my funnel, which is weird. I'll have to make sure to clean that up. Just kind of pour it nice and slow so you don't spill. There's our first 5 quarts. And then on the bottom, on the side of here, you can see that basically we need another 3 quarts. And this kind of tells you, so basically you want to get it down to the 2. And that would mean you put the 3 quarts in. You can see on the side of the bottle there. So we'll get our second kind of batch here. Let me get it opened up for you guys. And basically we just got to get down to where we have 2 on here. Let's see where we're at. Still haven't even gotten really a cord in yet. We're just now getting close to getting that first cord in. So right now we got a ways to go, about 2 more quarts to put in here. Just filling it nice and slow, don't want to spill any more than I already have. So we're getting down to about 3 quarts, so another quart here. Basically 1.5 quarts left because we need 8.5 and we already put 5 in. So now we're down, you can see we're getting close to that 2 mark there. Let's see where we're at. And we're right now, like right at 1.5. Kind of on this bottle here, you can tell from here. So I'm gonna let this sit and then we'll start it up and we'll check the level on it. And I'll show you guys that here in a second. All right guys, so let's check the level. I started the car last night and then I let it sit overnight and now we're checking it. So we'll take out the dipstick. You can see it there, it goes right up to that second dot there. We'll clean it off. Put it back in. Check it one more time. Again, right up to that second dot on both sides there. Clean it off one more time. Put it back in there. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll put a link to all the tools I use down below, where you can find them on Amazon. If you got any questions, put them in the comments, but I'll put a link to that little wrench that fits on the oil canister and all that stuff down below. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch y'all next time.